All right, let's talk cats. Today, we are cracking the code on our feline friends. We're going to move beyond just being an owner and learn how to become a truly trusted companion by deciphering their secret language. You know that feeling, right? They're just staring into space, they make a weird little chirping sound, and then boom, they bolt out of the room for no reason. It can all feel so random, but what if it's not random at all? What if there's a whole conversation happening that we're just missing? I mean, imagine it, knowing exactly what that twitchy tail means, or why all of a sudden they're obsessed with needing your favorite sweater. Turns out, their world isn't so mysterious once you learn the language. And that's our promise to you. In just the next few minutes, we're going to give you the key to unlock their body language, their sounds, and their weirdest behaviors. You're about to become fluent in cat. So let's just dive right in.
First things first, the silent signals. And honestly, this is probably the most important part of cat communication. Because cats, well, they really do speak with their entire body. You have to look at the whole picture, and we're going to start with their most expressive feature.
Think of their tail like an instant mood barometer. If that tail is held high, maybe with a little question mark hook at the top, that's a happy, confident cat. And if you see that little quiver at the tip, oh, that means they are especially thrilled to see you. And the opposite is true too. A tail that's low or tucked is a dead giveaway for a cat feeling anxious or insecure.
Now, this is where a lot of people get tripped up, especially if you're used to dogs. That sharp, thumping tail swish, that is not a happy wag. It's a sign of irritation. And the faster it's whipping back and forth, the more your cat is screaming, "Leave me alone." And of course, the classic bottle brush tail, well, that's a cat in full-on defense mode, trying to look as big and as scary as it possibly can.
A cat's ears are just like little satellite dishes, and they're always broadcasting their emotional state. When they're pointed forward, upright, your cat is tuned in and curious. But you've got to watch out for when those ears start to swivel sideways into what we call airplane mode or get pinned flat against their head. That's a huge signal of fear or annoyance, and the flatter those ears get, the more serious the warning.
The eyes, they send some of the most profound signals. If you ever see your cat looking at you and giving you a long, slow blink, that's the ultimate sign of love and trust. It's literally called a cat kiss. And the best part, you can do it right back to them. Now, on the flip side, a hard, unblinking stare is a challenge in the cat world. And those big, wide pupils, they're a bit tricky. They can mean anything from "I'm excited to play" to "I'm terrified." So you have to look at the rest of the body to figure it out.
And that's why context is absolutely everything. You have to piece all these signals together. A cat tucked into a perfect little loaf is a content, relaxed cat. A cat showing you its belly, that's a massive sign of trust. But, and this is a big but, it's usually a look, don't touch situation. And notice the two very different arched backs. One is a relaxed, please pet me stretch, while the other, fur standing on end, is that classic Halloween cat pose of a very frightened animal. Okay, so let's move from the silent language to the sounds they make. And get this, here's a wild little fact for you. Adult cats almost never meow at each other. That whole sound, they pretty much developed it exclusively to communicate with us humans. This chart is your perfect cheat sheet. I mean, a hiss or a growl, that's pretty hard to misinterpret, right? But other sounds are more complex. Take the purr. Yeah, it usually means they're happy, but cats also purr to comfort themselves when they're in pain or stressed out. And that little chattering, teeth-clicking sound they make at the window, that's just pure, unfiltered frustration that they can't get to that bird outside.
So we've covered body and voice. Now let's decode some of those key behaviors that we humans so often get wrong. These actions are wired deep into their instincts, and they tell us a ton about how our cats are feeling. First up, kneading, or as many people call it, making biscuits. This goes all the way back to when they were tiny kittens. It's the motion they used against their mother to get milk to flow. So for them, it's an action that's deeply connected to feelings of comfort and safety.
And that really is the heart of it. When your cat is kneading on you, claws and all, it's not trying to hurt you. It's paying you the highest possible compliment. It's them telling you, "You make me feel as safe and loved as my mother did."
Here are a few other big ones. When a cat rubs its head or cheek against you, that head bunt, it's marking you with its scent glands. It's claiming you as part of its family, a huge compliment. Bringing you a gift like a toy or something less pleasant isn't gross. It's their instinct to provide for their family. And scratching your couch, it's not just destruction. It's how they mark territory, get a great stretch,
and keep their claws healthy. Okay, so we've spent all this time learning how to listen. So the big question is, how do we talk back? This last part is all about using what we've learned to really strengthen that bond and communicate in a way they'll actually understand. Here are 4 super simple but incredibly powerful things you can start doing today. 1. Respect their space. Let them come to you and pay attention to those stop signals. 2. Play. Every single day. A wand toy that mimics hunting is bar none the best way to bond and relieve their stress. 3. Get down on their level. Literally, sit on the floor. You seem way less scary that way. And 4, my favorite, try the slow blink. It's a quiet, simple way to send that cat kiss right back at them and say, I trust you too. And please remember, all of this whole conversation, it's built on a foundation of trust. Cats are creatures of habit. A predictable environment, consistent feeding times, a clean litter box, safe places to hide, that's what gives them the security they need to really open up to you.
So let's put it all together one last time with this quick mood decoder. Look at the difference. A happy cat, ears forward, soft eyes, tail held high. Now contrast that with a scared cat, ears flattened, pupils wide, tail tucked away. See the pattern? It's about reading those clusters of signals together. Once you see it, you really can't unsee it.
Learning to understand your cat isn't like passing a test. It's an ongoing conversation. By learning to pay attention to these signals, you've just opened the door to a much richer, deeper relationship. So the only question left is, now that you're finally listening, what new secrets is your cat going to tell you?